Hi there, Henry Smith here from IamWealthyandRich.com. Thanks for joining me today, watching my videos. If you're new to these videos, this is about wealth creation and action. And if you've been watching the video series, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. So what we do in this video series is I'm growing, shall I say, an investment portfolio in the cryptocurrency space or digital asset space or crypto assets space. There are different names for this. And just tracking the daily figures of the growth of the portfolio, ups and downs on a daily basis, and just talking about a few things. The journey. So it's like diarizing or a documentation of a day in the life, or shall I say, the journey of an investor as it grows from humble beginnings to the seven figures. So I started the actual investing a year ago in May 2020. However, I started with a mindset, really. The mindset part of it came first, and that was started a few months earlier, February 2020, because I had no money. I had to rely on having the right mindset in order to be able to attract the money. And once I was able to attract the money, the capital I needed, I started the investment strategy. Obviously, I had the right investment strategy, so I was able to implement it. And then just left it. I didn't do any recording or any tracking at that time because that wasn't my intention. And it was only the end of January or the beginning of February, shall we say, 2021 this year, that I decided, it'd be a good idea to start tracking it. And so I started doing it on a spreadsheet, and also shortly after that, I started doing daily videos. So here we are today. I'm going to share my screen and go through what today's figures are and the state of the market as at this time. So I'm just going to click the share button. I think this is the right button. That's what I want. So this is the spreadsheet that I've been updating since February 2021. And what this is, it has three columns. Columns here, there's the altcoins column. These two columns are is Bitcoin, and these two columns are really the total. So this is the most important column here. And every day so when I started, it was 106,000, and it got to 106,000. I thought I'd start tracking this. So every day it goes up or down, I put the figures here. And when it's in green, that means it's gone up on the previous day. When it's in red, it means it's gone forward. And so it's gone backwards on the previous day. So we get sometimes we have 4 or 5 days forward and then 2 days backwards, or 5 days forward and 3 days backward, and so on and so forth. And we've had some which have got 9 days forward and a day backwards, and then 3 days backwards, and so on and so forth. So there's a pattern that emerges. If it goes forward for a while, then it goes backwards. After every expansion, there's also a retraction, and sometimes there'll be major corrections and major contractions in order to get ready for the next major expansion. So that's what a lot of people or investors or would-be investors don't seem to understand. They expect things to expand and expand and expand and expand continuously, and nothing works that way. So we welcome both the expansions and the retractions because it's part of the growth process. So so recently we've been having some this was quite a retraction after it reached an all-time high, started contracting, and expanding and contraction. So there are quite a lot of contractions there. It's quite interesting once you start watching. But lately we've had quite a deep, very, very strong contraction. It contracted, as you can see, all the way down from 50,000 to 37,000, and below that, just the time I caught it. And for some people, it caught a lot of people by surprise. And so some people, they've been there before. And some people understand this is the trend of things, and they see this as a massive opportunity. So yesterday was a massive drop in the portfolio. It dropped down 72,000 in one day, which is fine. It happened. I know what stage in the cycle that we are. So we know that there's still time for it to recover and bounce back. You know, after the contraction comes an expansion. So yeah, there was 67,000 and plus 5,000. But again, Bitcoin, as I said, dropped much more than this. But when I caught it, it was 37,000. So here we are today. Let's go. Today's the 20th of November, and the interesting thing is, you know, like I said, it's one thing to theorize and look at charts and look at markets and look at it from afar. It's another thing to live through it every single day, and that is where your mindset comes in. And we'll be talking a little bit about that later. But the 20th of May, which is today, I get my figures from this page here, the asset summary, which comes in through the live feed from CoinMarketCap, and then it multiplies by one of the portfolios, and then I see it here. I see the total here, and it just updates every 10 minutes or so. So what we have here now is this portfolio consists of one whole Bitcoin, and assortment of several altcoins or alternative coins apart from Bitcoin. There's no altcoins, and you know the total up here is what it is at the moment. And on the right hand side is the same portfolio, it's just in pounds, Great British pounds or pound sterling. So that's exactly what it is. So at the moment, Bitcoin that's approximately 30,282 pounds, or it's $41,831 approximately. That's the approximate price of Bitcoin, give or take 10 minutes. So I'm going to take this figure here, 160,673. 166.73. What's that? 166.73.17. So the time is this, 166.73.17. Let's see what it was. 163.673.17. That's great. So we bring that down, bring the calculation down, and that's okay. So it's gone up. So the market, you can see, is starting to recover. It's starting to bounce back. And then we take the overall amount, which is 202,505.03. Interesting. 202,505.03. 202,505.03. It's quite easy to remember. 202,503.505.03. Great. So that is a 34. So it's kind of bounced back 50% on yesterday. Let's bring down this figure here. One is up yesterday, so it's green on all cylinders. That's a positive sign. So yeah, that 19th of May was quite a day. But again, you can't have it go forward without it going backward. It's just the way it goes. You know, that's the joy of cryptocurrency. As long as you're well invested, as long as you're well invested. For example, you know, it's not just Bitcoin; it's the altcoins, and I know what these altcoins are. They're very strong projects. So as long as you're well invested and you're well structured, you just have to wait it out. That's what you do. You know, people who are of lesser mental investment capacity run for the hills, and that is the worst thing to do. But they do it, and that's fine, and they pay the price, but they come back in later at a higher price. But basically, you know, it's just another day in the office, really. And that's the great thing about the crypto world. If you want to get massive returns, you've got to be prepared for massive upsides and downsides, upswings and downswings, in order to get massive returns. But you know, the other, you know, so there's two parts of this. There's one, having the right investment strategy. The second is having the right mindset. And the right mindset consists on having a wealth and prosperity mentality. And a wealth and prosperity mentality is something that few people are born with. However, anybody can develop it. It can be developed. It can be cultivated. And having a wealth and prosperity mentality is so important, because where you see like the downturns in markets, With a wealth and prosperity mentality, you see opportunity. You don't see panic or fear or lack. You see opportunity. And you know, people need to understand, wealthy people or successful people go through, shall we say, setbacks, financial setbacks, as well as unsuccessful people that go through financial setbacks. I mean, so maybe unsuccessful people have maybe a lot more setbacks than successful people, but successful or wealthy people have financial setbacks. Sometimes there's because everything on their level is on a large scale. They could have a setback that could be worth 10 years of salary for the average person, you know, very easily. And so, and then they can have a recovery of 10 times the salary very easily. What you're saying is the key is, it's not what happens to you that's important, you know, because you can mention, oh, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened in this way, this happened that way, this happened that way, this happened that way. It doesn't really matter what happened to you, because some things are going to come at you from all angles that you really can't. You can do your best to prepare yourself, but you really can't prevent certain things from coming at you. You can just be prepared, prepare yourself so that you're how you actually meet them. You know, are you sheltered? Are you protected, and so on? But you know, if it's going to rain, it's going to rain. How is it going to meet you? Is it going to meet you outside on the street where you get drenched? Is it going to meet you with an umbrella? Okay, you're partially prepared. Or are you going to be inside the building? It's going to rain anyway. But how that's going to affect you, it depends on where you are and where you're positioned. So you need to position yourself so that you are least affected, rather than be totally naked. You know, that's the word. You don't want to be totally exposed, is what I mean. So, anyway, but the thing is, it's what goes on in the mind of a winner versus a loser. What goes on in the mind on someone successful or an overachiever than an underachiever? What goes on in the mind is that during tough times, bad times, or hard times, or whatever you want to call it, trying times, they still continue to think positive. They still seem, in their internal dialogue is still positive. Okay? When, and this is what makes the difference. And for ordinary people, the rest of the 97%, when they experience hardship, their internal dialogue is one of defeat, of one is, woe is me, this is terrible, this is bad, horrible, I'm ruined, I never make any money, this is whatever, oh, it's just negative, why did this happen to me? It's one of the most famous things that people say. Statements of weakness, statements of need, statements of defeat. So the same thing happens to the same two different people, but one is having a statement of victory and return, and that they have conquered it and they're already won. Yet the other person is got statements of basically conceding to the fact, conceding to what's happened. Now, the so-called realist might say, oh, well, but you've got to be realistic and say what actually happens. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because it's natural to whine and complain about what has happened. It's natural to do that. It's not natural to ignore it and to focus your mind on solutions. Okay, how can I make sure it doesn't happen again? How can I make sure I'm more prepared? How can I make sure I get 10 times back? Be thinking that way, rather than why is it happening to me? It's terrible. It's a terrible thing. I'm wiped out, lost money. This is so hard. I'll never do it again. This is just not fair. By speaking like that, you know what you're doing? By verbalizing the problems and rehashing the problems in your mind all the time, the problem, you are attracting the energy that will prolong your suffering. You're attracting more of the same. You want the problem to happen to you again? You want it to happen to you again? You want it to happen to you? Well, if you want it to happen to you again, you speak like that with all the wrong wording. Woe is me, it's terrible, this is why is it happening to me, it's unfair. this is not fair, whatever, all the negative stuff, right? If you want that to happen to you again, that's what you say. And you say, well, I'm not saying it because I want it to happen again. I'm saying it because it just happened to me and I'm just verbalizing the way I feel. Well, you see, the way you have magnets inside you. You know, the law of attraction is based on magnets. You have magnets inside of you. And those magnets are triggered by the way you feel. The way you feel activates those magnets and they attract. So if you charge that magnet with, woe is me, this is terrible, I've lost money, this is horrible, why has it happened to me? Weakness, defeat, negativity, that's what you're charging your magnetism with. And that is what is going to attract. So there's no point in saying, oh, I'm only saying it negatively because that's what has happened in my life. I'm just saying what's happened. No, what you're doing is you're charging your negative battery. You're charging your negative magnets, shall I say. Because it's your magnets, your magnets are charged by your feelings. So all these type of thought process creating your feelings, and your feelings are what attracts. So you don't feel rich, you feel poor, you feel defeated, you feel you've lost, you feel you have a lack. So that creates more of the same. Your whole vibration is vibrating, all right? Your aura, you know, I did a video before about an aura that's around you. It's charged with lack, defeat, loss. And guess what it's going to attract? Lack, defeat, loss. Because that's what you're charging it with. So what should you do if you go through tough times, defeats, temporary defeats, things that don't go your way? You can. This is the time to work even harder at charging your magnet that will magnetize your aura that is around you with what you want. Okay, I'm winning. I'm a continuous winner. I'm always winning. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. Money always multiplies in my possession. Okay, I am successful. I'm wealthy. I'm wealthy and rich. I am wealthy and rich. I am wealthy. Not I will be wealthy and rich. I am wealthy and rich. I am wealthy and rich. I'm successful. I'm powerful. I'm unstoppable. I'm amazing. Okay, I am prosperous. Okay. All of these type of things, you charge yourself with with those type of thoughts. But the negative person will be, and the 97% of people will say, yeah, but that's not true. You're not doing it. No, but you've got to say it anyway. Okay? Say what you want, not what you've got. Any idiot can say what they've got. And most do. Say what you want, not what you've got. Yeah, but I don't care what you've got. I don't care. Yeah, but no buts. Say what you want, not what you've got. Do you want to be wealthy and rich? You want to be wealthy and rich? Yes. You want to be prosperous? Yes. Do you want to be unstoppable? Yes. Do you want to be amazing? You want to be, you know, all of these things you will just say, that's what you want, right? And you will all say yes to them, isn't it? Because do you want to be broke? Do you want to be of lost money? You'll say no. So why are you saying that? That's not what you want. Say what you want, not what you've got. Yeah, but I don't care what you've got. Say what you want. Okay. So what I want to say is this. When it comes to what you say, what to say to yourself when things don't seem to go to yourself, you've got to remember these simple rules, okay? Why say what you have when you can have whatever you say? Why say what you have when you can have whatever you say? You understand? You can have anything you speak into existence. So focus your energy on speaking into existence what you want. I am wealthy and rich. I am successful. I am wealthy. Money comes to me easily and effortlessly. Okay? Money always multiplies in my possession. I'm prosperous. Say what you want, not what you've got. Okay? Say what you want, not what you've got. Any person can focus on what they've got. Don't be one of them. Focus on what you want. Okay? That's the essence here. Now we have a mindset program, very simple mindset program. In fact, I shouldn't have shared my screen here. I should continue sharing it and go to where you can actually download it. Mindset program that you can use to program your mind to get what you want. Okay, to work with prosperity in this case. And so you go to this website here, IamWealthyandRich.com. IamWealthyandRich is really an affirmational statement. It really means you are wealthy and rich. So I'm wealthy and rich is not talking about me. Although I use it for myself, it's about you. How to understand the game of money and play it well. Okay, when you come here, you scroll down to this form and you fill in the short form to get your millionaire mindset and investment strategy free. Put your name and email address and send it to you straight away. Okay, so go ahead and then you can watch some other videos as well. Well, get the information first and then study it the way I teach it and just apply it the way I teach it. Don't do your own reinvention of the wheel, and then you'll get results. So what I'm going to do is thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button of this video. And if you want to watch the very first video I made in this series, you can actually, there's a link below the video, you can watch that as well. And I want to say thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video and have a wonderful day. Bye for now.